Well, good morning. Quick Entrepreneur News Minute for December 31st, 2024. I'm Phil Greenwood. Let's look at the current article that I found kind of interesting. This was on Inc. Magazine's online. A conversation. Inc. every year has their Inc. 5,000 fastest growing privately held companies. And it was an article that had a conversation with Andy Dunn, between Andy Dunn and the author. Dunn was the co-founder and former CEO of Bonobos, and founded a new app called Pi. And in their discussion from the article, pretty much talked about what Dunn's strategy was with his app, but also some conversations that he found managers really need to have with employees. One of the things they talked about was really important to focus, get everybody to agree upon the problem that needs to be solved. You know, what is the problem? Identify it, everybody agrees upon it, and we're focused on it. The key is that, okay, what about solutions? We can be flexible with solutions. The key is that we solve the problem. Also, what Dunn mentioned was that one of the problems he saw before he started development of Pi, the app, was that there was just so much disconnect, and there was so much people just totally alone. And they said that was even an issue, citing studies from before COVID, that this disengagement with people working at home and networked and so on, it's just really difficult. So one of the things they highlighted in the article that Dunn and an author from another book highlight is that it's important to meet with people multiple times with your employees, if you're a manager or supervisor, but do it in an unplanned environment, not always just in meetings. You know, just casually go up and see people, talk to them, whatever, and just talk about things in a very unorganized, loose way. And I find that's valuable with employees. Secondly, Dunn cited how he wanted to move his business from, instead of New York or Silicon Valley or LA, he moved it to Chicago. And found that when he did that, he then discovered that after putting together a team and employees for the app development, he found out that it just wasn't working as well. It took a couple of years, especially after COVID, but he said he finally implemented a return to work policy. Had an interesting experience in that most of the employees and the team at the time, they were offered severance or to come to Chicago and be at work 5 days a week. Most, if not all, the employees took the severance and left. He said he had to go out and hire new employees, but that taught him again the importance of culture, getting the right team on board that fits the culture you want to develop. And finally, or thirdly, I should say, he talks about the importance of, and especially a founder, top CEO, whatever you want to call your high-level environment, that you have your own network outside of work, family, friends, whatever. Or a peer network that's, other CEOs that are away from work. But he said he really wanted to have social friends that they could go talk about sports and things like that. And so many times founders and CEOs, especially in startups and small companies, if they don't do that, they don't have anybody else really to talk to. So importance of the network. And then finally just said, you got to lead with candor. In other words, be honest, be radical, whatever, but just be upfront and transparent, and be deliberate and candor about your decisions, your direction, and everything else. So that's your Entrepreneur News Minute for today, December 23rd. We'll come back after the holidays. Thanks so much. Have a great day. And